Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio Tutorials. In this tutorial, we continue work on our Nebula project. So right here, we're kind of done with our start layers. Let's move slightly up and we'll start going work on our clouds. Again, if you remember, we'll speak about creating these clouds. We're done with the starter layer and background. I'm going to create right now this orange cloud going around. So to do this, we're going to use it. We're going gradients and we'll take 5 color gradient. This will define color over there. Also, I want to provide for the end user to access the color. For that, we're going to our controls. We'll take a color. Okay, and let's call this big cloud 1. So it's kind of color representing. Connect, and let's set this to something maybe darker orange. Again, this will be out of cloud. Okay, again, I'm going, can copy paste, Control C, Control V. So it's kind of saved my settings. And let me do this 5 times. Okay, so I'm copy and paste them as well. I'm going to modify and change slightly coloring on this. Okay, if you can come with more imaginative type of the names, you're more than welcome. Okay, this is just something I do. Okay, and right here we have it 5 again, and let's set this again. You can play with those colors to set up, but it's nice to provide basic kind of preset for the users so they can start with something, and after you can kind of let them choose and modify it. So right here we have it our set. Okay, one thing I noticed, it's slightly overlay right at this point. So let's go ahead and readjust positioning. So right here we have it 100. Okay, so we kind of reposition. I want to have it clean without any overlap on the side. So right here our garden provide for that. Next, because it's kind of round, it's cloud going around, so I want use it some round options, and we'll go to gradient again, and we'll take a free gradient. Okay, let's place it right here. Okay, I want to leave it color same. One thing, let's switch this to radial, so it's going around. Okay, also it's a flat default. Okay, and we'll switch to max size for this. And you know what, let's switch white one color and black for another one, and we'll go to maybe reposition this again. This one options in an advanced version, I actually apply some user access to this position. So in this case, you can kind of rotate and modify clouds slightly. But again, in this version, we'll just using, and again, we can use it 50-50 for the middle, but I won't just again apply it about this area, and let's just shrink slightly down. Okay, so we have it right here. This will be our control. Next, we're going and use the elevation gradient. I'm going to take elevations, connect here, and gradient at this point. So you can see we have it some distribution of the colors already nicely done. And we'll take our going inside the noise, and we'll use it Perlin noise. Okay, we'll connect this to the noise at that point. Okay, and this will be one of the clouds as a beginning. So let's go create second cloud, and after we kind of start working with the noise to combine them, to match them, work together. One thing what I want to do, it is actually reuse some of these options. So I'm going to select, and I'm press down and hold Control key on the Windows, and I'm going to select these options. Okay, and you know what, just maybe this one's too. So Control C, Control V, you can see I copy, kind of pasted. It saved me some time from creation. However, now I needed modify small clouds. Let me go first over naming, and then we can go inside and modify some colors for this. Okay, so here we have it. So we modify it. At this point, I want change some coloring, and for this, actually, I want just go and set kind of a black color, and let's use it something bluish, maybe a little bit more towards purple. Okay, and even maybe hotter point. Actually, hotter will be a whiter color in this case, so like this. Okay, so we have it set. Next, because I already want, I will just reconnect from one gradient, so we kind of reuse two of them. Okay, next what I want to do, it is add a little bit more kind of noise, and we can go to the noise. We'll go transform. Okay, and we'll use it noise distortion from processing controls. Okay, let's go ahead, connect this to the source. Okay, and because this will control some shape of these clouds, some of those distortion roughness, we probably want to apply and give it ability for the user to kind of manipulate and work with them. So let's go ahead and inside the controls, okay, we'll go create one slider, and let's take this slider, control to distortion. Okay, let's create another slider. And actually, you know what, this is I want to connect to the angle, so we want to use our angle type controller, and we'll just go and create two angles so we can rotate around for the better one. So right here is distortion. We'll have it small cloud shape. Okay, and we can just maybe set to 46 by default. Okay, and let's go to angle, cloud, rotation too long, maybe angle. Okay, so right here, and again, we can go ahead and set as 0 by default. Okay, now if we look on distortion, let's modify a couple of things. I want to take roughness and obviously pop up, so we have it nice type of the roughness on this cloud. Okay, scale, if you want, you can kind of provide this as additional controllers, but this is kind of balancing between provide too many controls or not enough. So you can see if you can work, if you can modify filter and it's not necessary have this control, don't put it so it's not overwhelmed. Okay, we'll have it stretch to 0, and we'll just leave it everything as default. So right here is our 1. Okay, so maybe just a little bit more roughness on this one. So this is kind of done for that, and we can go and connect to this point. So you can see we start having overall rough shapes. Let's go and work with more with a combiner right here with our Perlin noise. Okay, and because this is one where we start mixing, I want to actually add controls for the people to modify them. Let's add maybe copper sliders to this. Okay, and one slider, I want to control roughness for this. And another will just go and control scale. So let's go ahead inside the roughness, and this is will be provide for us kind of details for the clouds. So details, and let's go pop up higher. So we'll have it kind of modified, maybe a little bit too high. So we can see how much on this one. So around preset. Okay. Next, the scale. This will apply to the scale of the cloud. So we maybe want to say something like density. And we can go and rename it. Okay, on this one, let's see if we can pop up a little bit higher. So we have a kind of interesting effect density going. Okay, so we'll have it right here. We can modify some colors, I think, a little bit more darker to the edge. So let me go ahead and move this here. So we have, you can see we have it darker now. Okay. A bit more harder spot to this point. Okay, and maybe this one is a little bit too bright. Just pitch down. Okay, so we have a little bit better coloring at this point. Again, we can go ahead and modify, tweak afterwards. Okay, you know what, we can also control this, and probably this will be the best way to do it. Okay, it is, let's modify by adding additional profile. And we'll just take this profile and control. At this point, we can have a little bit better blending going inside. So let's take and just slightly adjusting. So we have better blending. Okay, maybe even. So we have a kind of nice blending going inside right here. Okay, and next, we ready to combine our stars with our clouds. And again, for this, I would like to use Perlin noise. Okay, so we'll have it go our stars and connect as a background. And we'll take our main and connect as the noise. Okay, we want to provide again couple kind of options to this. The one what I want to do is switch this to electricity profile, so you can see it's give it kind of nice all this effects, almost like electric fire going inside there. Okay, and let's create couple of controls so people can actually mix them together better. So we'll go to controls, and we'll apply for angle so they can rotate, and we'll apply for roughness as well. So we'll give it a slider for roughness and angle for angle. So we'll go right here, and we'll maybe call it Nebula at this point. Details, and this one will be Nebula angle. So we control this way. Okay, also at this point we can go ahead and pop up contrast a little bit higher. Okay, you can also right now with roughness we can just increase more, and with increasing roughness we have it all this extra details start popping up. As well, we can rotate angles on that if we need it. So let's maybe even higher. And you can see we start having very nice details added to this point. So right here we have our nebula now start having shapes and applied. At the same time, we still have our stars in the background. So this is a kind of one, but couple things I want to modify, add a little bit of contrast, maybe some other options. Let's do that. And for this, we'll go to adjustments. We'll take brightness and contrast. Let's select our source to this right here. Well, now ready to go to output, and we'll just add additional control for the contrast. So in this case, people can go ahead and modify contrast a little bit, just adjustments. So we'll go and select 50 as default, but it's worth let also add a little bit more contrast to the black to our view. Okay, so we kind of modified this filter. We can go back again and maybe add a little bit more details, but overall you can see right here we set up our Nebula filter. Okay, we'll go to save our filter, and I'm just naming tutorial Nebula so I kind of know. But right here you can see we have it done, and we'll have it our settings at this point. So we can go and modify, and this is best part. You can see in kind of full time. You can apply it and see what details applied, how many you want brighter stars. So apply this one, a bit more contrast or less. Okay, let's see on a density. Okay, maybe higher, and okay, and we can apply as well. Okay, let's rotating, and again with apply with all the settings and modifying, you kind of can create a little bit different size and shape. And you know what, let me change this a little bit to 600 by 600. Okay, so we can preview a little bit faster. Okay, and we can go ahead and modify at that point a bit more electricity, roughness add to our cloud. Again, if you think something need more adjust and tweak, let's go inside the filter editor. You can just edit the existing filter, like right here. Example, you know, maybe I don't like how noise is working or whatever, so I can go inside and modify it or adjust a little bit more on the profile. So we have a little bit more of the clouds. Going inside here and pop up a little bit better on contrast. But again, this is if you don't like it, some shape and how it's set, so you can go and modify it as well. Let's see, for example, maybe reduce slightly scale and have it more lines. Again, this is kind of nice about this because you can go and totally customize in a way you want to see, but this will give you a very nice beginning to create your own filter and modify and play it. As example, I want to look For example, this one, this is a bit more advanced filter. There I add additional layers, and you can see additional combinations and also points. So in this case, you can kind of readjust the positioning. You can download it, this filter, from Filter Forge. Okay, and you can also just go ahead and same way open, examine, and see how this filter with Nebula work. Again, this is just go to Filter Forge, and something you can see the familiar stuff what we have it before, that we created the maps right here, stars layout, as well as some new additions, and you can see all this additional layers was applied, how they was combined together and come to our final. Okay, it's probably one of the best way to learn open existing filter and look how it was created. Okay, so again, just check out these space clouds that more advanced than Nebula and see how it's done. But thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio, and please remember visit us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.